Monday, my friends. I started out today like a total slacker and I didn't get up on time and I knew I had to go to the gas station, so I couldn't get McDonald's coffee like I really was craving. So I just got a smoothie from Quick Trip, nothing too fancy. Today I didn't even have time to show you my lunch. It is 4:18 now and I am ready to leave. We had indoor recess today in the morning and in the afternoon, and usually that means like organized chaos and just craziness in the school, because at one point 150 kids are in the lunchroom trying to eat, or they're in the library trying to watch a movie, and it's just kids everywhere. So today I had a couple of my friends in my room eating lunch, and then also doing some like computer iPad time, because behaviorally, like if they're given a choice to hang out with me, they won't get into mischief, but if they're in the library with 60 other kids crammed into one little area, they're going to get into mischief, they're going to get into trouble, and then the whole rest of the day is just a disaster. And so everyone in the library actually has to watch a movie or like work on like a word search. But if they come in here, they can like use the iPads or the computers or read a book or hang out on my cushions. So I mean, I don't care what they do as long as they're not getting into trouble. But yeah, today was a super good day, and I'm hoping tomorrow I'll be even better, and that and it's only 4:20, so I have a lot of time on my hands. This never happens. I have an IEP done, ready to turn in, just waiting in the school site to finish the eval work. Like, what is this life? So I have 20 minutes before I go home. I think I'm going to try to do something with this disaster back here. It's kind of my dumping ground for things I don't know what to do with, or I don't have a home for it, and yeah, gotta stop that. There goes the light. Yeah, so I've got 40 minutes. Let's see what I can get accomplished here. Hate having automatic lights. It is so annoying. So much better than what it was. You can see right here there's a little bit of water damage from last year when I was growing Mother's Day plants there. Unfortunately, this fake wood isn't the greatest, but it's better than having absolutely nothing, and that's what I had here last year, was absolutely nothing. So this is great. Lots of nice storage space and, you know, junk pile space. Didn't finish all this yet. I thought I'd show you a little bit about my day tomorrow, what we're going to be doing. So we've got my math group right here. They're working on like perimeter, area, multiplication, division, that sort of thing. They're 4th and 5th graders. Then we have reading mastery right here. These students use these and obviously the book that goes with it. Then I go to LLI, where we're doing orangutan school. They've got a little handout here. It's from Molly Messino. She has a nice take-home homework assignment they can do for LLI, and I give out candy for anyone who brings it back, because let's face it, it's really hard for kids to do work at home, especially now that it's like baseball season. That is my stomach. I'm hungry. Okay, and then down here we've got my one reading group. Usually it's in here, but I've got it spread out over here for you. So they do handwriting, and then this one right here, which is comprehension-based reading from a teachable teacher. So it's just a little short passage and 3 questions. These are 1st graders. And then we also do reading mastery. This group, they read the story and have the workbook on paper. Even though I have plenty of workbooks and I have the books, like, don't sue me. Look, that red right there, I've got it, don't sue me. But I have a student who rips books, workbooks, and so yeah, it's just much safer to make copies, and the rest of the kids don't mind. And it saves my sanity because we've lost a couple books this year. And then I have connecting math concepts with a student who's doing below grade level math. So he's a 4th grader right now. So we're doing a little bit lower to teach at his level. And then we have lunchtime. And then after lunch, things get a little weird with like number corner and 1st grade math and foundations. But then after that, I have a math intervention I do, which is super fun. So I thought I'd show you what we're doing for that tomorrow. So the thing I love about Bridges is it's so interactive and it's so fun and game-based learning. So we're rolling dice. So 5, so they put a 5 here, and it wants to know how much money. So they have to get 5 nickels out of this bag. Each kid gets a bag. So each kid would get a bag. So they get 5 nickels out. So we got our 5 nickels, so they would spread them out, and then we would count them, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I also have these posters right here for kids that can't remember which one is which, because even though they are 3rd graders, I still have some that still think this is a dime or a quarter. They're not quite sure. And to me, if a kid doesn't know what a quarter looks like, they probably don't spend enough money in vending machines, because man, I think that was the first coin I knew, because it's the one you're always putting in the vending machines. But I guess kids these days aren't as accustomed to vending machines as I was. Vending machines aren't in school anymore, and when I was in school, there was vending machines in school. and that was cool. So anyways, so they would put a 5 right here for 5 nickels, and then they would put 25 cents here for how much money, and their multiplication equation would be 5 nickels times 5 cents is 25 cents. So they would just do the whole paper, and then on the other side, they would do practicing. So we would write 5, 10, 15, 20. So we're just practicing 20 nickels. This is version A, this is version B. For kids that are early finishers or they're really struggling, sometimes I move on to other things. Because of all the snow days we've had recently, our school days got lengthened. So my intervention period at the end of the day gained like 7 minutes that I hadn't like planned for before. So now we do a lot of like clocks and skip counting and stuff like that, that the kids are still missing, like holes in the content knowledge that they need. Not necessarily something that's in the intervention right now, but things that I think they could use, and if we have time, that's what we do. And I know these aren't like the best little baggies, but they've lasted so far this year. And this summer I'll have $100 of PTO money, and I'm probably gonna invest in some little containers to put a lot of my cards and dice and coins in, just so that I can hand out these easily to students, or you know, bags of dice that go with certain units of the map, and then I don't have to worry about the bags breaking or the Ziplocs breaking or somebody's lost their quarters, because that happens a lot and I don't want to deal with it anymore. So I'm ready to change into something a little bit more sustainable and not gonna break on me all the time. 5 o'clock. My stomach is hungry. Let's go home.
Well, friends, it is 5:30 and I'm ready to go home. It was a crazy Tuesday today. I had 0 time to do anything because I was just running after students all over the place. We did have afternoon recess. Some kids didn't want to go out to recess. That was a little chaos in my life. Some kid didn't want to eat their lunch. So I was trying to get this kid to eat his lunch and trying my very bestest to persuade him with things that he might want to eat. And I was, you know, semi-successful, but he only ate like a third of his lunch, when normally this kid like eats everything off his plate. So it was just an interesting day. It's kind of rainy and dreary this entire week, and I'm sure that's kind of part of the problem, because the kids are like so used to the 70-degree weather we had last week, and now that it's cold and rainy and 40 degrees, it's not like what they want. So today was the second to last day of tutoring. We were playing Kahoot, and on Thursday is the last day of tutoring. And so then I'll have all my Tuesdays and Thursdays back, and so I'll be getting stuff done a little bit earlier and hopefully leaving at a better time. Hopefully. It's kind of crazy to think that we have like a month and a handful of days left. So before all these snow days, we would have been out June 7th, and now we're getting out like June 13th or something. So not the best that it could be, but like the end of the school year is coming up soon, and then the closer it gets to the end of the year, the closer we get to some intervention stopping, like our Klein group stop, and we just do a lot of like end of the year celebrations, and then there's a couple of field trips coming up, and like the end of the year is going to come up soon. We're going to be doing like our benchmark testing for like Ames Web and like Fontes and Pinnell, finding out guided reading levels, and then hopefully kind of figuring out what I'm going to be doing schedule-wise for my students next year. It can get a little crazy because we don't exactly know who some of the teachers are going to be for next year, because some people are moving around to different schools or different grade levels, so I can't like put things in stone. But I always kind of like to have a nice idea of who's teaching what and when they like to do math and when they like to do reading, because it takes me a long time to schedule students, because I have 13 special education students, and then I'm also the interventionist, so I have like all these times that I should be doing interventions, but I also have to make sure my Sped kids are like doing meaningful instruction somewhere, and I only have one para, so I gotta make sure that she's going places that'll best suit the needs of the majority of my students. Like, it can get crazy. I'm gonna go home, eat some dinner, and I will not be working on an IEP. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing per se. I probably should catch up on some of my YouTube stuff, because I have a lot of film that needs to be edited and uploaded, and I've been really slacking on that, so sorry. But eventually, folks, we will get caught up. I also cut my hair last night. I don't know if you can notice this is a little bit shorter than it was, but it turned out quite well. Sometimes when I cut my own hair, it can be a little like, but this time it worked out really well. I didn't need to have somebody else like trim up the back when it wasn't good. I do like a where you like part your hair down the middle, and then you like beat it up in the middle, and then you just ponytail it, and then you cut it. And that's like my usual go-to for when I cut my hair. I haven't gone to an actual hairdresser since I was like in high school when I was getting ready for my senior prom, and that was my neighbor doing it, because like I just don't like other people touching my hair and my scalp, and like I just would rather not. So off that tangent, going home. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I have time to film and that the crazy is not happening, but this week is crazy. Last week was crazy, so maybe the crazy will just stick around for a while. I don't know. See you tomorrow. You guys, It's the 1st of May, and I still have to have my heat cranked to 70 degrees because it's still basically freezing. I feel like because of April was like snowing so much, now that it's May, it's like, oh, April snow showers, May rain showers. Not about that life. Let's hope that eventually it gets sunny, maybe next week, hopefully. So today I actually have pockets, but they're saggy pockets, so they're wonky. Here's what I got for lunch today. Banana, applesauce, pancake. Kind of a sad lunch in my life, but they're eating pizza in the library now for kids that fundraised in a lot. They had a limo ride, and then they're having pizza and chips and stuff, so I'm hoping there'll be extra pizza, because I like pizza. Y'all, today was a day. Got my child-size raincoat on, boys section at Walmart, and I'm ready to go home. I thought I'd show you a little bit of something what we did today. We were practicing junk everywhere. We were practicing making numbers that go up to 8. I have a student that really struggles with the number 7 and 8, so I have like verbals that go with it. Like 7 is swoosh swoosh and 8 is woo. So if I'm saying the verbals, she can write the number. But so we were just practicing on different ways that we can make 8, so like 8 number families basically, except we were doing it some fun ways, like you wouldn't do 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 to get to 8. You're supposed to do like 2 or 3 colors, but I never follow the directions precisely with just this one student, because if it's just one, I can just do whatever I want. So that's nice, kind of just differentiating it the way I want. All my students that were supposed to go on the limo ride and have pizza did like absolutely fantastic. There was no issues there at all. Had some minor bathroom issues today, but I mean, that's kind of becoming common now. I don't know where they're coming from, but it's like great day, and then they have to ruin their great day with some like strange behavior that I don't often see. So it's just baffling to me, because there's no like warning, there's no like sign, there's no trigger. It happens, and that's something I'm really struggling with, because with most students, like, I can see where the behavior is coming from, or like what the antecedent is, or like what the consequence of that behavior is, or like what they're getting out of it. But like some of the things that are happening like this late into the school year is just like random things that don't happen, that have absolutely no reason to be happening. And then like 4th grade next door, they were doing an experiment with sugar cubes, and then a kid ate a sugar cube even though it was like on the floor and stuff, and that's gross. And then a 5th grader was reading a book. So 5th grade level books, and the teacher bought this from a Scholastic book fair. So the student comes up to the teacher and says, "Miss 5th grade teacher, this is a great book, except it's talking about raping people." And she's like, "Oh!" And so she looks at the book. The word is rapping. The kid is rapping. Fluency, my friends, decoding, it is something we gotta work on, even when you're in 5th grade. Not one of mine, just one of your random 5th grade friends from my school. So I'm gonna go to Dunkin', and I think I'm getting Dairy Queen because my boyfriend loves their chicken tenders. So I'm gonna get that for dinner, and then I'm gonna pick up another teacher in the morning tomorrow, because her car is getting fixed because she lost a mirror somehow. I don't know if she hit something or what, but to pick her up tomorrow before we come to school. So I'm hopeful I'll come here about my normal time. I really don't want to be like rushed. I want to be here at my usual like 7:20, but we'll see what happens. I'll catch you tomorrow. Trouble, trouble, trouble. So I'm real sad that they didn't have popcorn shrimp. They said it's not available right now, and I'm really sad because I think I had it like 2 weeks ago and it was super good, and that's what I was looking forward to. So when my boyfriend suggested Dairy Queen, that was what I was looking forward to. So now I'm a little sad. Just getting a plain old chicken strip basket. I mean, their chicken strips are very good. Hello, got a little bump in the Dairy Queen drive-thru. Their chicken strips are really good. My boyfriend really likes the country gravy with it, and who eats gravy with chicken? But he does. And I mean, I like chicken strips anyways, but their onion rings are fabulous. So I mean, that's something to be happy about, is Dairy Queen onion rings. Today was the worst day of my teaching career, by far. I did not go on the field trip that I was planning on going on, and this just explains my day. Yep. I'm really thankful I have mall, dinner, and a movie night planned for tonight, because oh boy, do I need to talk about the day I just had. Hello friends, happy Friday. The day is over. It's a little bit after 4. I'm heading home to my parents to take care of their cat because they are gone for fishing weekend. It's opening weekend here. It's been a weird 2 days. There's been a lot of things happening in our school and in my classroom itself that don't normally happen, and it's just crazy. There's 27 days of school left right now. One would hope that the end of the school year would bring better behaviors, because there's so many like good incentives and fun parties and stuff at the end of the year, but Oh boy, has it been interesting. I don't know if you can tell, but I have a really nice scratch on my face right here. Really attractive. It's kind of a really nice representation of how my day went today. And then I've also got this. I don't know how obvious this will show up on camera, but life was crazy today. It was a tad bit crazy yesterday, but today was definitely crazier than my usual kind of chaos that's happening in my room. I'm hopeful that Monday will be back to normal. Hopeful that the weekend will kind of chill out all the issues that I've been having. That some time off will be good for the students. I'm hopeful that Monday will be a good Monday and it won't be like craziness. Usually it seems to me that Fridays are my craziest days. So I'm really hoping that Monday will bring some normalcy to my classroom and my life in general. I'm gonna end the vlog here. I'm off to work at Walmart. I really don't feel like working today. I just wanna sit and do absolutely nothing, but I have to work from 5 to 11 tonight. And that is the life. It's almost summer, folks. We can do it. Ending the vlog right here. Thank you so much for watching, even though this has been a crazy week with not that much interesting footage, but that's my life. I've been busy. School like obviously comes first, and if I don't have time to be like filming or showing you my lunch or like what's up in my life, well, I'm sorry. I'll catch you next time, and hopefully it'll be a fantastic vlog and it'll be great. There'll be no behaviors, and then it'll be sunny and 80 degrees. I'll catch you next time.